G'day tubers, I just want to talk today a little bit about awareness and raising your awareness levels, because unless you do that, you're gonna go down the same path. And what I mean by that is you're just gonna drift through. You're gonna drift through life and nothing will change for you unless you are aware of your language, your thoughts, your surroundings, the people you're surrounding yourself with, the habits that you are engaging in on a daily basis. And I was a smoker for God knows how many years, 20, 30 years, 25 years I was a smoker. And until I gained awareness, now yes, I knew that it was bad for me, and yes, I knew that the people I was hanging around with weren't helping that situation, and that's not having a go at those people at all. It's just the choices that I made at the time. So if you don't want to be a smoker, if you don't want to be a drinker, if you don't want to take drugs, if you don't want to be homeless, if you don't want to be narcissistic, if you don't want to be angry, whatever it is, whatever bad habit or bad trait you've got that you want to change, you firstly need to raise your awareness around that. And until you do that, until you are actually aware of the harm that you're not only doing yourself but you're doing to other people around you, nothing changes. Nothing changes at all. And so you need to raise your awareness, and then what you need to do is you need to change the bad habit for a good habit. So you need to swap one for another, because as humans, we are habitual people. That's what we do. And that never stops. That awareness never stops. You must always be growing, because there's a saying that goes, you're either green and growing or red and rotting, like an apple. And so if you're red and rotting, you're just going along that same path and nothing's changing for you. So in order to change, you've got to change the input. And what I mean by that is you need to change the thoughts coming into here. You need to change the speech coming out of here. You need to change what you're listening to, who you're engaging with, the food you eat, the content you're listening to, what programs, if any, you're watching on a television, because I don't even barely watch television anymore. It's just, to my way of thinking, there's just shit on the TV, so I don't watch it. I engage a lot in YouTube videos, because they teach me what I want to know. I can specifically tailor my life by watching YouTube videos that are going to get me from point A to point B, from where I am now to where I want to be. And there's some big plans ahead. They have changed a lot in the last 2 months, but there's still big plans either way, and that'll come up in later videos. It's not for today. So here's a list of stuff that you can write down and engage with. So we need to be aware of our language and our thoughts, what we speak, what words we use, what words we use in front of people. Choosing to put a filter between here and here. Right? There are a lot of people who don't care what they say. They just say whatever, and the language is conducive with their behavior, and you can see that from the outset once you raise your awareness. Once you raise your awareness on yourself, you will think, holy crap, I'm a certain way and I didn't realize that. But ask people the question. Say to people, is there something about me you don't like? Like, be honest, there's something that, and they might say, well, your language is bad, or you smoke around me, or you have no respect for other people. You're always thinking about yourself. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. I'm just making up all this stuff here. But at the end of the day, if you want to change a bad habit, you need to replace it with a good one. So the first way of doing that, like I said, is by changing the thoughts, what you're listening to, what you're saying, the words you use, the language you use, the groups of people you engage with, the conversations you engage with people. Some people, I just look at them and go, that is the most boring, mundane, dull conversation, and I'm not going to engage with that, because it's not benefiting me in any way. And it must benefit you. And you must be able to add to that. You must be able to add to that conversation. So some other things. As I said before, content you watch on TV, social media, real food rather than processed food. These days we are just bombarded with processed food, so get away from it if you can. Try and change your eating habits. That'll change your health habits. Get out in sunlight, nature, go for a walk. Grounding's a good one. It's a very underestimated process, but get your bare feet out onto grass for 15-20 minutes a day. It's unbelievably good for your body. Unbelievably good for your body. Take your shoes off, bare feet. Doesn't matter whether it's winter or summer, get out. Go swimming in the ocean. Go swimming in the ocean is a really good grounding process. It has fantastic minerals and fantastic energy. Exercise, I'll get back to that because that is actually my number one. Exercise is number one, and I'll expand on that a little bit more in a second. Hydration, you must keep hydrated at all times. Read books that are going to benefit you. I've gone through a whole heap of different books over time. I used to read personal biographies and stuff like that. I've moved away from that to different things now that are more aligned with what I want to do and where I want to go. Follow people who inspire you. Watch YouTube videos. Engage with different content from people that are going to build your self-esteem, build your self-worth, improve your quality of life. Travel extensively when you're young. This is the one thing. I did a lot of this with my family, but I didn't do a lot once I turned 18. I didn't do a lot by myself. I did a lot with other people, and I wish now that I'd done more travel. Travel is unbelievably good to build self-confidence. Absolutely one of the best ways to do it. And yes, it's expensive, but you can do it on the cheap. And if you're young and you're single and you're free and you've got nothing better to do, you can work your way all around the world just by backpacking and going and meeting people and engaging with them and working out what really aligns with your soul. Here's one that not everybody's going to be able to get onto, but if you can, even if it's in a small way, start investing early and make it a habit. So even something as simple as saving $10 a week out of your wage, like if you're working $10 a week, it doesn't sound like much, but if you're young, if you're like 20 and you're saving, I don't know, $40 or $50 a month, that works out to quite a lot at the end of the year. And compounding effect at the start will do nothing. It will bore the living crap out of you, but you know what, if you can just start the process and make it a habit, and then start investing and learn investing and learn financial literacy and how to invest and what to invest in and what's a good product and what's not a good product. And you know, you've got shares, you've got crypto, you've got ETFs, you've got property, you've got businesses. There's so many things you can invest in, but invest in you. Spend money on you. And I don't mean by buying fancy clothes and shit like that. It's about learning. You go to school to learn basic shit, and then you learn about life once you leave school. Basically, that's how it works. You learn about life when you leave school. So it's critical that you surround yourself in the right people. And that's not always easy. You're going to surround yourself in wrong people for sure, but it needs to be a conscious decision. And just make the decision. If you're not benefiting my life and I'm not benefiting yours, I need to find someone else. I need to be around other people. One that I've just learned about recently, and I wish I'd known this earlier as well, and it's also to do with travel. Try and get at least two passports. One from the country you're in and one from another country of your ancestry if possible. It can take some time, but get two passports because it will open up doors in places that you would not believe. Practice gratitude. Be grateful for everything, the good and the bad. I've been through some bad times, and I'm very grateful for it because it's taught me lessons that has shifted my pathway to where I want to be, or certainly onto the pathway I'm headed towards where I want to be. So practice gratitude. Be authentic. Don't bullshit your way through life. Honestly, it gets you nowhere. Just be authentic. Don't lie to people. People would much rather you tell them the truth, even if it hurts, than to just bullshit your way through life. Because do you know what? Trying to live a lie just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and sooner or later you can't keep up with it. It just doesn't work anymore. It just will not work. So be authentic, be true to yourself. Even if you don't know what that answer is right now, just be present and be focused, and really focus on what you want from life. And that'll change. That'll change from teens into your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It'll change. Absolutely, it'll change, and you'll meet different people and you'll get interested in different things, but always take on challenges. Always accept a challenge. So if somebody says, "Oh, what about you come and do this?" You go, "Okay, cool. Oh, I've got no idea what you're doing, but let's go and have a look at it. Let's have a try." Because unless you go do it, how are you going to know? And that's another way to gain self-confidence, is by doing different things with different people that you weren't expecting. And by traveling, you will absolutely do things that you're not expecting, because you'll meet people that are just crazy, and you just go, you know, like fun crazy, not stupid crazy, not death-defying crazy, but go and do things that challenge you, because it will open your world, open your mind, and just build such self-confidence in you. Help others whenever possible. If you can help others gain what you want, what they want rather, you will get what you want down the track. It's just the law of the universe. It's how it works. Help others whenever you can. If you see somebody that needs help in any area of life, and you can offer assistance in any way, then just do that. Say yes to every opportunity, as I said. Learn the art of critical thinking. Don't always believe everything that you think, because that's not getting you anywhere. Always challenge your own thoughts. That's critical thinking. All right. Now, as I said, I'll get back to the number one later on, and here we are. Go to the gym. Now, going to the gym not only gives you a better body, makes you look better, makes you stronger, makes you fitter, makes you healthier, it helps your mind. This is the first thing that you will help. This is the first thing you will help by going to the gym. If you go to the gym often enough and frequently enough and build that habit into your life, it will change your life. It will absolutely change your life. It will build your self-confidence more than any other thing on this planet. And we as human beings are very lazy people, and we don't like going to the gym. But if you can overcome that, you will be so much more confident in life. So hopefully there's something on this list that has helped you and inspired you to do something new. And if you need any help in any area, or have got any questions or any comments that you want to add below, please do that. Like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. Ciao for now.